Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, if you have persistent back pain or you find yourself shrinking with age, it could be bone loss. Here to help us turn that around, we welcome back our health and fitness expert, Beth Oliver. Great to see you again, Beth.
Good morning, Helen.
This is something you say that starts early in life.
Right.
Our bone density and how important that is.
Right. So it's really important that good nutrition, which is, you know, your bones are living organisms and they need to be fed well in order for them to grow and thrive just like any other part of your body.
Sure.
So, you know, fruits and vegetables, calcium, especially vitamins A and K. So those things we really want to start working on very young. So even if your kids don't like their veggies, find a way that they'll like them, even if it's making a little cheese sauce to go with the broccoli or put a little ranch dip, you know, in a little tiny bowl so they can dip. But just anything you can do to get good nutrition started young is going to have a positive effect going forward.
So the importance of bone health is
really
like it helps with your posture. It helps with
if you think
mobility,
about
moving around,
so if you
balance,
everything, right? So your bones really structure your body.
Sure.
So all of the other organs and tissue and fascia and everything else that you have in your body are supported by your bones. Your bones are like the structure of your home.
Sure.
So that's the foundation. So that's got to be strong for everything else to work well.
Right. Okay, and then as we get older, we lose our height a bit, right?
Well, sometimes that happens, and if that's something that you notice, one of the things that a doctor's going to have you do right away is probably send you for what's called a DEXA scan, a bone scan. So the reason being is it suggests that maybe you're having if you're starting to shrink, maybe there's some degeneration going on in the vertebrae. That's what a doctor's thinking when they see that. Likewise, if you're, you know, in that sort of 50-year-old age-ish category and you've had recent broken bones, that might suggest that you have you know, some osteoporosis going on. So those are all things that are suggesting to a doc maybe we better look at that, because there is some things that we can do to help keep our bones healthy. And if you have been diagnosed with the onset maybe of osteoporosis, you can still, your bones are still living and changing, so you can affect some good change.
Okay, you just had a bone scan recently,
I did.
Right? And how did that go?
It went really, really great.
Okay.
And I will tell people, if they go have one done, make sure your doctor interprets the test results for you, because if you look at them yourself, the numbers are kind of wacky. Like the first thing I saw was like a negative 1% or something, and I'm like, what?
I never earn negatives. I never earn negatives.
Exactly.
I'm Beth Oliver.
But my doc had sent a little message along with it and said, these are actually really good, and this is what the results mean.
Gotcha.
So, you know, make sure you have somebody interpret that and give you the correct information.
And you talk about the importance of exercise and also impact exercise.
Right. So a couple things to know about exercise. We need body weight exercise where you're having to stand up against gravity. So like, I know a lot of people love to get in the pool, but the water is supporting you. So that's great. If you love that, continue to do that, but make sure you're doing some body weight exercises.
Okay.
So anything, walking, running, playing racket sports, dancing, hiking, all of those things
are for impact.
Right.
Okay. And you like weightlifting especially.
Right. So when you think about adding external weight, what's happening is when you're lifting a weight and asking your muscle to contract, the muscle is pulling on bones, so it's stimulating bones. So that's good. Any stimulation for the bone is good. That's why people suggest doing things that you're using external weight, resistance bands, any of those things to add intensity to what you're asking the muscle to do.
Okay. You like jumping jacks too.
So one of the things as we age, we tend to take out of our repertoire
would be jumping jacks.
Yeah. And for some of us gals, there's reasons for that.
Yeah.
But impact is really important. So when I say add a little bit of impact, I'm not saying just go out and start running or start jumping off of big plyometric boxes, but even just little bit of impact, a little bit of bouncing is really good for your bones.
Okay.
Some people even like to use those little mini tramps, little.
Oh yeah, Tammy has one of those. Yeah,
little rebounders.
Okay, okay. And then you like the weights, so do you want to show us a couple things, hand weights?
Sure. So if you take one of your favorite exercises,
lunge. She knows how I dislike the lunges.
Yeah, but last time I didn't make you do any lunges. So.
No, I applauded you. No lunges today. And then now you're going to make up for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to take any simple exercise like a lunge.
Okay.
And then we're going to add a bicep curl. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So all we're doing is just adding a little bit of external weight. It's going to increase the intensity or increase the demand on.
Oh, you can feel the difference.
Yeah, right away. Right away. Right? So a little strategy our
Just letting
users,
everybody know these are 50-pound weights.
yeah,
so you know.
she's so buff. Yeah. So a little strategy you could use at home if you're trying to create your own workout is do one weighted exercise like this one, for example. Or if you want another variation, just so you have some things in your toolbox, you could do a squat and an overhead press, something like that. Squat.
Overhead press.
And an overhead press, right? And then you're going to do, so you do like 15 reps.
Okay.
And then like 20 seconds, just a little bit of bouncing.
A little jumping up, down.
Jumping jacks, anything you want. And then the final element is single leg balancing because that helps us keep stable.
Yeah. Show what you mean by that.
So even just standing on one foot, you know, if you want something a little more challenging, maybe extend everything back.
Wow.
Or just stand on one foot when you're brushing your teeth in the morning. Okay, so weighted exercise, a little bit of impact, single leg balancing.
And eat your vegetables.
And eat your veggies.
There's that. There's that, Beth.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. 50 pounds, everyone.